to, what is it, Bulow Plantation ruins. So back in here there's the ruins of an old plantation, and I believe also some sort of a mill. It said there was ruins of a mill, but it didn't say what kind of.
I think it said a sugar mill.
Sugar mill? Alright. But this is the entrance to it.
This is cool.
See those trees? The things all hanging down? I don't know what kind of trees those were. They're sure are pretty though. There's a sign back there that said that this road looks almost exactly as it did when the plantation was in operation, let's say back in the 1800s. That hasn't really changed at all. And this is the entrance to the plantation here. So this trail takes us to the sugar mill ruins and slave quarters site. I mean, you could like walk inside of this thing. I see some spider webs in there, so I'm probably not going to walk completely in, but that's cool. It looks like, I don't know if that's one tree or if it's a couple of trees that grew together. Here's the entrance to the Bulow Plantation ruins.
There's a garbage can. Go right back down there for that garbage to be.
Yeah, you're right. It was sugar production here. That's what the mill was.
Explore the reef map.
1778. He was born in 1778, South Carolina, to a German Lutheran minister. Purchased 4,675 acre plantation in Florida for $9,900. Oh my God. Could you imagine that, buying 46, almost 4,700 acres for under 10 grand? Must have been a lot of money back then. Yeah.
Running a successful sugar plantation like mine required a lot of energy. Before the 1800s, sugar mills were largely operated by animal power. Horses or oxen turned the gears that moved the large rollers used to crush cane. By the time I built this sugar mill in 1831, steam-powered mills were available.
Come on, ladies.
These provided greater power and allowed cane to be processed faster. This building housed the engine that produced steam to power the sugar mill.
I thought that said this was the actual plantation, but I guess this is the mill.
Of the sugar house, where the large 3-roller cane press was located. You can see the sugar house just beyond this building. When the sugar mill was not operating, the steam from the boiler house powered the plantation sawmill.
Below the text, at left, is a touchable floor plan of the sugar mill. It shows all the different buildings and their uses. To the right is a sketch of the plantation overview. At the top right is the sugar mill, completely surrounded by fields of cane. A path leads through the fields
Yeah,
to
this
the
is the
bottom
sugar
left.
mill. I thought it said this was the plantation, but it's not. It's the sugar mill.
With the large Bulowville plantation house at left and the slave quarters just inside the half-circle perimeter.
There's some sort of like fireplace thing right there.
Bulow slaves lived in houses, forming an arch between the plantation house and the sugar mill. At far right is a drawing of slaves at work harvesting cane. One slave found a small
Looks like those entryways are what is right here. This is a neat place. Well, right there. It says the exact use was unknown.
I'm gonna take the nature trail to go to the spring house.
Sure. Nature trail taking us to Spring House, whatever that is. I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out when we get there. I'm guessing this is the Spring House. There's no signage or anything here saying that's what it is, but the trail said that this was the trail to to the Spring House. It's pretty wet right here. Maybe that has something to, yeah. I mean, it's filled with water. I don't know what a spring house is. I guess I'll have to do some research on that. But maybe it's where they got their water from. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
Like a place that would be full of mosquitoes.
Ugh, I know. Could you imagine drinking water out of there? To find the actual plantation, we did find the slaves' quarters, and which wasn't really much. It just said that that's where the slaves' quarters were and that they were built on these limestone rocks. But we just saw two rocks coming out of the ground, and there was literally nothing else. So we found the slave quarters. We found the mill. We have not yet found the actual plantation house.
Did you see pictures of ruins on TV? Are there?
I thought the mill was the plantation house,
maybe
but
that's all there is.
maybe there is no house to look at. It just said that it was the Bulow Plantation, and then it said the plantation ruins. I assumed that meant that there was a house.
Did it tell you why?
But it only showed pictures of the mill ruins. So maybe there's no house. I'm not really
Did
sure.
it say why it got burned down? Like why would they do that?
No, I didn't see anything about how it had burned down. It just said that it was the ruins.
Seminole Indians burned it down.
Did it? Yeah, it's weird because I went to the website and I read everything that was on that website about it, and I didn't see anything like that. Maybe I needed to go to like Wikipedia or something.
I just saw it.
Oh.
It was written on one of those papers.
Oh, I thought you said you saw it online. Well, anyway you look at it, this is a really nice walk through, and the weather's like, I don't know what the temperature is. It's probably in the mid 60s. It's overcast, and there was some fog coming through the trees a little while ago. It was really, really cool. I'm hoping to find some more of that. I think there's more back by where we parked the car, so maybe we'll see that when we get back over that area.
Tell them to bring mosquito spray.
Yeah, there's a few mosquitoes out here. It's not bad. I've had a couple land on me, but it's not crazy. You can see that fog out there in the distance, right on the other side of the water here. There's a sign just about 50 feet down the way. I think it's cautioning for alligators. But then there's people here kayaking. I have to give them credit for getting in that.
Did you see any alligators?
No, we
Getting
didn't,
in
but
that
we saw a
water.
great blue heron.
I'd rather see that than an alligator. When you were coming up, I saw something in the water out there, like swimming. But I couldn't see. I was going to warn you, but you pulled in here, but it was out there.
Oh, could have been. Probably 3-foot alligator. And all these jumping fish.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Maybe that's what I saw. What did you see?
Little 3-foot alligator right down that way.
Oh, yeah?
They can't attack you, can they?
I don't.
Yeah, I guess they're real. Caution, alligators are present along the trails and waterways of this park. We just spoke to a guy a second ago who said he saw a 3-foot alligator. Must have been about 100 yards down that way. They are out here, and if you come out here with a dog, keep your dog close. I'm just spending my time I've been spending all my time just looking for alligators. But look at that. I think it's really cool with that fog right there like that. That's pretty awesome. So a fish just jumped out of the water. Did it twice.
Does this river end up emptying into the ocean?
What's that?
Does the river end at the ocean?
I looked on the map. It might eventually, but it gets pretty small. It's like a little stream before it gets there.
Well, the girls have been to the beach before, but this is Zeus's first time to the beach. Come on, baby, let's go. Let's go see what Zeus thinks of the ocean. Apparently this area is just particularly foggy for some reason. The area that we're staying in is not. But we were in this area, so we thought, this is Flagler Beach in Florida, Flagler Beach. This is the first time I've seen the ocean in probably 3 years, so nice to be back on the coast again. Oh no! Did it get his feet? Whoa. Let me get your feet. Oh shit! Now your feet are all wet. Is it wet inside of your shoe? That sucks. It's pretty awesome too that you can bring your dogs down on the beach. Where we come from, they're sticklers against that. And it's very small pieces of the beach where you can take your dogs, but here the dogs are welcome, so that's a breath of fresh air, that's for sure. And when I say where we come from, I don't mean where we currently live. I'm talking about where we originated from. Wow. This is pretty nice. What do you think, Elizabeth? It's been a while since you've seen the ocean. She could care less? What about Zeus? You don't care, Zeus? All right.
Don't run in and feel it. You want to?
Hell no.
It's not cold at all.
No. I'm not about to put my feet in the water.
I'm gonna put your hand. Hold on, I'll go feel.
All right. Get your feet more wet. Hang on, Zeus. Just wait. You can't run away from it. Now your sunglasses are all sandy. I wouldn't grind them into my shirt like that. Now she's super gun shy.
Stop pulling off. That's the first time I ever felt the Atlantic Ocean.
Really?
That's
didn't you touch the Atlantic Ocean when we were in Ocean City, Maryland?
We never went down the water.
Didn't? Oh, there's that bird wing again. There's like just chunks of bird floating in the water.
About like dogs pooping when there's birds everywhere.
Here we go. Let's pick up a seashell. Look at a seashell down by the water. Oh, look, here's another one. You want to take home a seashell? So to talk about a little bit of this social distancing while we're on our vacation, we are down at the beach, and as you can see, there is literally no, well, I don't know if you can see this, but there's two people sitting about 100 yards down the way there. But other than that, there's nobody here. However, across the street, there are several bars that are elbow to elbow, jam-packed, full of people in there drinking and having a good time. And of course not wearing a mask at all. You can see them, none of them are wearing masks. So there are safe ways to go on vacation and to stay away from people and not catch COVID-19. That's what we're doing, and we're having a really nice time. So it can be done. Elizabeth, let's go look at the water. Come on. I mean, you could really care less about the water, couldn't you? She does not give a crap. We thought our dogs were going to be super excited to see the ocean.
I know.
We thought they were going to be like, oh, let's go get in the water and play. Not that we would really let them too far in, but at least get their feet wet. They could care less about this water. Oh well. There's a sign that says Flagler Beach, which is where we are. That's like a pier going out off in the distance there.
Starting to notice. Trying to bite
Go get your feet wet. This highway here, this coastal highway, is known as A1A. This is it's a pretty, it's like California. We had Highway 1 went all up and down the coast. This is the same for Florida, has A1A. Jimmy Buffett has an album called A1A, and has sung about this highway quite a bit in some of his songs. Unfortunately, it is a little bit foggy today, so we're not getting some really great shots. But you can tell that this, when the fog isn't here, like this would be a pretty cool place to be, especially if it wasn't during COVID. You know, there was all kinds of bars and restaurants and stuff like that down there. This would be a really fun place to hang out, but it's just a bad time right now.